Hello, I would like to talk about 4v4 gameplay this time, and the reason why I'm making this video is because I received a message 2 days ago, or yeah, it was 2 days ago I think, where a player from USL asked me after a scrim how his team can improve and like what they could do better. So I've shared my opinions and thoughts with him, and then he messaged me the day after saying that it was really helpful and his team is playing much better now. So I've decided to create this video to share my thoughts with everyone, and I hope that you can learn something. I will be going through two topics, two most important topics regarding 4v4 gameplay, which is firstly breaking out of your defensive zone, which is probably the hardest thing, especially for a new team, an unexperienced team. They really struggle with that. And secondly, I will talk about how to create scoring opportunities, scoring chances, because it's not the same as in 3v3. So let's get right into it. So let's talk about breaking out of your defensive zone. I will try to make this brief and not 20 minutes long again. So, how to get out of your defensive zone. So basically, you should have one player who will be your playmaker, who will do most of the job. His job will be to basically move the puck away, but it's not only his job, like the whole team needs to help. So you have one playmaker on the puck behind your net or somewhere here. Then you should have, which a lot of teams don't have, like a support playmaker or a midfielder or someone basically who is gonna help the playmaker to get out of the zone. And he has three ways of doing it, I believe. One of them is to just cover for him in the net. That's the most simple thing you can do, but it's very effective. And that pretty much allows the playmaker here to try some risky stuff. Like he can try to dig away the player who is pressing him, or try some riskier pass that he normally wouldn't do if there was no one covering for him. So just being in the net already helps. What you can also do is bump away the player who is pressing your playmaker. You will, like a lot of times you will see a playmaker coming like this, with one player behind him chasing him, and the player chasing him would most of the time catch the playmaker and bump him away. So in that case, you are in the net and you see that the playmaker is running around your net. What you can do is to bump away the player chasing your playmaker. I will try to show some clips after this, so you know what I mean. So by bumping away the player who is pressing, you basically created a 4-on-3 situation. With your playmaker here, you can go to like position like here as a midfielder, and you also have two strikers, right? So just this one simple bump allows you to get out of your zone pretty effectively and create a 4-on-3 situation. And what you can also do, so that's like covering for the playmaker and bumping away the pressing player. And the third option, what you can do in some situations, is to not stay in the net but move to an open space, so the playmaker has one more option to pass. Like you need to understand when you can do this. Like if you see that your playmaker is right here being chased by like two players, one from each side, there is no point of you just going like this to an open space. At this point you should be covering for him in the net. But when you see your playmaker like in these positions with like one player, opponents play here and the other like here, then like there is not that high of risk of the playmaker losing the puck, so you can move out of the net to a position like this for the playmaker just to pass like that. and again you have like a free space in front of you, and it was very easy. So you need to understand when to move out and when to stay in the net, but the general rule is to if you don't know where to be, just stay in the net. That's the best you can do if you don't know where to be. It's better to stay in the net even if you could be somewhere else than being somewhere else when you should be in the net. So yeah, if you don't know as a midfielder where to be, just cover for the playmaker in the net. And that's the two players in defense, and then you also have these two strikers up front. So basically there are three options on like how to play this as a playmaker. Like firstly, you can try to look for a pass to the striker. Secondly, you can just dump the puck for your strikers to chase the puck after and get it back. Or you can do the McDavid and just run it out end to end and just score on your own. Basically deke your way out, but that isn't very reliable. So I would stick around just with the two options I've said before. Firstly passing and secondly just dumping. And this depends on how you want to play as a team. If you feel like you are able to pass your way out, then sure, you should do that. Like if you are good enough, it will be more reliable. And in that case you need to have one of your strikers positioned as like a target man who will be ready to receive the pass and play the puck somewhere else after that. And the other player should be positioned so that the target man can pass to him after that, like either in the middle, but that's not usually possible, as the opponents, or like most of the teams when they are defending, they tend to stack the middle, so being in the middle is not really helpful most of the times for the striker, for the other striker. So it's much better to be when the target man receives the pass like this with a reverse cam, it's much better for the other striker to be behind the net, where it's like it allows the target man to make an easy pass to him behind the opponent's net, other than being in the middle where he most of the time will be covered. So, and we are gonna talk about this in the next topic, how to basically create scoring chances. But again, so you have the playmaker here on in your defensive zone with the puck. So, and like you pass to the striker, target man, he receives the pass, and then we have like two options, or many options, but two easy options. One is, or three actually. One is pass like this to the midfielder, who at that time can be like here. And the other option, if you receive the pass like here, is to just pass behind the net to the other striker, who should be here ready for the pass. Or you can just pass back, which is also a nice option, safe option. Pass back to your playmaker here, who can, like, basically if you pass like this and then he is gonna pass back to you, it might seem like you did not achieve anything, but you did. Like you were able to move from like here to the middle, which is a big thing. Now we are like in the middle with the puck, and like you can score a goal from here, and you can't score a goal from there, and it's usually impossible to just carry the puck right this. Like you will have players defending you. So just passing up front and then receiving the pass back whilst moving forward, it's good. So yeah, that's it. Like basically what I'm trying to say is, I've said at the start I'm gonna try to make this brief, and it's already like 10 minutes long, whatever. The basic rule is you have one playmaker with the puck who is gonna pick up the puck behind your net, and then you should have one covering for him or helping in some other way. I've already told you 3 ways how can you help. And then when you make the pass, the striker receives the pass, and the other striker at that point should be like running around the opponent's net, so you can just pass to him like this, and like that you are in the offensive zone and it's good. So 3 rules, or well, one, the playmaker picks up the puck, someone is defending or helping him, and when he passes to the striker, you should have the other striker ready behind the net for a pass like this. It's like once you like know what to do, it's not that hard, but you need to really like work as a team. And the other option is to dump, in which case you need to get into like this position and dump the, or not like this, dump the puck to the corner, one of the corner, so your 2 strikers can chase the puck and get it back and like pass up, so you gain the puck in the middle again, and it's already good. It depends on how you want to play, what you think is better for you. You still, if you just want to dump, you can't really dump from here, from behind your net. Like if you do this, it's not the puck, someone is gonna pick the puck before it goes to the other end, so you need to get to like this position at least with the puck, which is not that easy if you're gonna have like 2 players chasing you. So you still need someone defending here, or covering for you here, or like someone in position like this, as I told you before. So, and once you are here, you can just dump like this, and the two strikers can go get the puck and pass back to you, like back to the playmaker here, waiting in the middle. And then you can pretty much do anything. You can pass to the other side, or you can pass back to the corner, or you can try to deke your way in the middle and shoot. It's up to you basically, but the hardest part here is to get to this position with the puck. Then it's actually not, like, I don't want to say it's easy, but this is the hardest part. Then you just dump, and it's important to dump to the corner, so like the opponent's goalkeeper or the opponent's last man cannot pick the puck immediately and play with the puck immediately. Like if you see that you are on this side and the opponent's goalkeeper is like here, you should not dump to the left corner, right? Because he's gonna pick the puck and play it immediately, and your strikers won't have a chance. So you should dump into this corner, and then the 2 strikers can get the puck and pass like to the midfielder who was covering for you in the middle. I hope it's not too complicated. Yeah, I hope you can understand what I mean. I will try to get a few clips after I talk about, or maybe after this, so you know what I mean. So yeah, this is the how to break out of your zone. So this is the first clip, and it's about the bumping away the opponent who is pressing my playmaker. So there has been something going on, and the puck is sent to back of our net. I'm here in the middle, and I'm the support playmaker, and my job is to make it easier for my playmaker to move out of the zone. And we can see Sterid here, who is gonna chase my playmaker. So the idea is bumping him away and creating 3-on-4 situation. If Danny is more patient, he would go forward, and or he would go forward to a better scoring chance, or he could have passed to Kutsu or even to me to the middle, but sadly he was not patient enough and he just dumped the puck on the net. But even then it was still a good chance. So as I've told you, bumping away the player who is chasing my playmaker, and the good thing on this is that there is no way for him to counter that. At best he's gonna counter bump me, which would mean it will be 3-on-3 situation because he would lose speed, but 3-on-3 would still be good. But in most cases you will just bump him away and he won't even react. So this is the first situation I was talking about. How can you help your playmaker to move out of the zone? Here is the second clip. It's again me and Danny at the back, and what's gonna happen is that Danny is gonna get the puck here, and this time we have switched the roles. Actually, I will be the playmaker and so he's gonna pass to me behind the net, and right here it's kind of tricky situation for me because I've got two players who are pressing me, and as you can see the left side is completely open for me, so my goal is to just get the puck on the left side. And look at Danny here, like firstly he's in the net as he should be, but then he realizes that like there isn't really like a need for him to be there, so he goes to like more of the or this position to the middle, and like for example there's like he can't be behind the net, that would not make sense because Trig here is defending that pass. So as he goes here in the middle, I'm allowed to just pass to him like this, a slow pass. He receives the pass and moves it forward to the left, and again like this play is the prime example of my or not my, but like the support playmaker making it easier for me. If I have like 3 players up top, it would not be as easy as this, so you always need to have one player close by for help. Let's look at this again. Quick pass behind net, I control the puck and pass to the other side, and just like that we are out of the zone. So let's talk about how to create a scoring chance. It's different in 4v4 than in 3v3, because in 3v3 you can just pass like this to your striker, and he's gonna either receive the pass and pass to the middle to the other striker, or he's gonna shoot first time, right? That's not very likely that this is gonna happen in 4v4 because there is usually someone in the middle covering for the pass and for the shot as well. So you need more passes to create a clean scoring chance. So as I've said before, you have this playmaker here who's gonna pass to the striker. He's gonna receive the pass like here in reverse cam. He can pass behind the net to the other striker. You are in the offensive zone. It doesn't matter how you get there, you just have the puck here. Usually a lot of players tries to like make a centering pass instantly straight away, and what's gonna happen is that like there's like a goalkeeper here, there is like another defender here and someone like here, and like we're just gonna pass into that bunch of people, and like something might happen, but usually the puck will just rebound away. So it's not really good to try to force the final pass this early once you are here. Most of the time it won't work, and sure it can lead to some kind of dirty goal, but you should not aim for that. If you have the puck here, you will in matter of seconds have someone behind your back who is gonna try to get you away, so you need to act fast. You can either pass back to the other striker who just passed to you, or you can pass back to the midfielder or whoever is here in the middle, or we can try the centering pass if it works, or like not if it works, but if you see that there is a player free ready for one-time shot, or you can try to make like some kind of deke and try to go like this, whatever. But whatever you do, you need to do it quickly. You can't just stay here with the puck waiting for something to happen. No, you need to, like, generally the setup should be that one player is on the side where the puck is waiting on the half line. The other striker should be in the other corner, somewhere like here, to be ready for pass like this, so he can pick it up. And then one more player, like there is no point for the other player, for the other like defender to be like here because the puck is in the right corner, so the defender can go like here to the middle. And so we have one player here, one player here, one player in the left corner and one player in the right corner with the puck. If the puck is in the left corner, it's the same, but other way around. You have one of the defender on the blue, or not blue line, like sure it can be, well, like in the middle basically. Then you have the other striker somewhere right here to be ready for the pass behind the net, and the other defender, there's no need for him to be here, so he can move to the middle. And when you are here with the puck, you can pass back, you can pass behind the net, or try to make the centering pass, but that's not usually the best option, as it will get intercepted most of the time. So the idea of how to score or how to create chances in 4v4 is to rotate the puck around the opponents to then create an open space. So you're gonna pass like this, the defender is gonna pick up the puck, and he again needs to act really fast. He can either pass back, as I've shown in the previous video, I think, that like passing back and forward like around this board is very effective. It will eventually lead to an free space. So you can pass back, you can pass to the other side, to the other defender, or you can try to shoot one time instantly if there is no one covering the shot. If there is someone covering the shot, it's not very clever to shoot, because if you hit him, if you hit the player who is gonna block the shot like here, you have an open net and you can score, or the player can score. So only shoot when you see that no one is close blocking the shot. But whatever you do, you again need to do it fast. Either pass back, pass to the left, or shoot, or try to deke your way in. But keep in mind that you should not deke if the other defender is not covering for you, right? If he's here covering for you, you can try to do some risky stuff like the deking like this and shooting. That might work, but you should not try to deke when no one is covering for you. Even if you are really good, it's very risky. So usually just pass or shoot if it's possible. But whatever you do, you need to do it fast. If you can't do anything, if you see that, if the pass, for example, was not great for this player, and there's already someone defending or going towards you, it's also fine to just go back and play it like this. And when you go back to this position, one player will be behind you chasing you, but you can try to look for a pass like this. It will usually be open. Or if the player chasing you is more here, you can just try to pass like this back to the other striker. So whatever you do, you need to do it fast. Don't wait with the puck, don't wait for the chasing player to come close to you. It's fine to move back. You can move like this even and pass to the other defender. But just whatever you do, you need to do it fast and precisely. That's the main point. So if you just pass to the other defender, for example, he most of the time, if you do these 3 passes, what I've shown you now, quick enough, there won't be anyone close here. So this player, usually, if you do 3 passes like that, will have an open space to shoot. But so what I'm trying to say is, don't try to force the final pass instantly when you have the puck behind the opponent's net. It worked well in 3v3 because there were less defenders. It doesn't work here. You need to control the puck, rotate around the opponent, and eventually you will find a free space where you can move, or where you can pass or shoot. So that's the point what I'm trying to make. Don't try to force the final pass. Play around the boards, around the opponents in the offensive zone, and yeah, you should always have someone kind of covering. If you lose the puck, covering for a shot like this. So always have someone kind of closer or in the middle to cover a shot like this. Always be fast on the puck. Don't wait with the puck. Don't think that much. You don't even, if you are a striker and you receive a puck like this, you don't even need to look at the minimap if someone is waiting here. He needs to be there. It's his job to be there. You can't take a second look at the minimap and see yeah, he's there, so I'm gonna pass there. You need to do it instantly without even thinking. The Like it's fine if no one is there and the puck goes like to your defensive zone. It's fine. The worst thing would be if an opponent player is here and he would intercept the pass. But in that case, communication is what is needed here. You like the player here, your player, your teammate here waiting for the pass should tell you that it's not possible to make the pass. So you know instantly that you can't do it, and in that case if someone tries to be smart and cover like this, then it makes like it creates another possibility for the defending player. There's no point for defending player to be here. Well, there is a point. Like if you are here, it means that this player will stay here. But what you can do at the right time, you can dash to the middle and go to this position, and you are free. You have one goalkeeper is here, someone is covering this guy, the other striker, and someone is covering like here the other defender, right? So and the player who should be covering this guy is right here. So if you dash to the middle, you are free here, and the striker can just make a centering pass like this, and you can score. You need to be fast and precise. That's the main rule. That's the main thing you need to follow. You can't wait with the puck. You can't just stop with the puck and try to deker. That doesn't work. Like no one is at that level yet. Like sure, the meta will change, but right now, people still struggle to control the puck. They still struggle to make precise passes all the time. So what you should really look for is to like use boards for passing around in the offensive zone, and then eventually trying to make the centering pass, or trying to dump to the net when there is no one blocking the shot. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I've again make it very long. I hope that you can still understand what I mean. If you have any questions, you can ask. I'm sure that this video will not quickly, but eventually it will get outdated, and what I'm trying here will make no sense. I guess in like probably after season 1, if there will be 4v4, even after season 1 we will see. So yeah, right now this is what I think is the best, or how it's best to play. If you have any questions, just ask. And yeah, this is all from me. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.
Klipni to, vole. Klipuj.
Pass.
Nice. I like that.